Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Critical Reactions with your host, Bryan. We're going to finish out this acoustic week. The last four songs were actually a four-way tie in the poll, and I kind of figured that if they were a four-way tie, that they all four might as well show up because they were so highly picked for one reason or another. And we did get to listen to some really cool stuff throughout the week, so I'm glad we did that. To balance things out, though, I like to pick less popular things for the week's themes. Usually that consists of Thursday and then my pick on Friday. So I decided to pick something that was not very popular on the poll for this week. And with that, we ended up checking out. I ended up picking Josh Garrels' "Slip Away from the Sea in Between" strictly because I read a couple of really nice comments about it, and I was interested to see, listen to it and see what's up. So, without further ado, let's dig into this one. This is Josh Garrels' "Slip Away from the Sea in Between." Yeah, really nice dynamic play. Oh, got some warmth here with the bowed violin and we got a cello in here, clarinet. Yeah, just a really nice warm pocket of sounds.
Hold on before I slip away. The flames gone dark, I am afraid. How strong is flesh and blood.
Very soulful singing, but the looser enunciation bouncing off of me a little.
What I've done to you.
The music's gorgeous, though.
Sweetest friend,
Yeah.
I betrayed you. I walked away again.
Nice, real subdued. We got the cymbal, the cross stick, just real simple.
Hold on before I slip away.
Yeah, very nice timbre there. The suitcase hitting, beautiful. That ingenuity is necessary as far as I'm concerned for percussion to really find the right sounds necessary for the section. It feels like it wants to be a sort of trancey song based on the fact that we really haven't moved anywhere musically. We've added a lot of stuff layer-wise, but this section has only been built upon with layers, not actually moving to a new section. Especially those bells, man. I feel like they're a bit high in the mix for being a droning foundation. very serene though. I like the really long notes on the stringed instruments. I think just really long held out bowed instruments always sounds just really calming to me. I don't know if that's just a me thing. I think that's it. Yep. Um, I don't know if other people go with that too, but just half notes, whole notes, just the constant, just that constant bow. It's just really calming to me. Um, so yeah, that's I got some mixed opinions on it. Mostly because I come at this from two angles. As a casual listener, would I listen to this, in my free time? And what about it interest me or doesn't interest me as a casual listener? But also applying a little bit of theory to it and looking at it critically and analyzing it from that angle. And sometimes the two of them just line up, and other times like this one, it's a little split. Um, so the song, the format. We have a very folksy kind of feel to it. I think that's just because there's a lot of warmth to it. We have a lot of strings, and then the woodwinds that are selected are very warm. Even our bells are warm. They look like wood bells, maybe definitely in the xylophone family. Um, and now that I think about it, I didn't get a good look at the mallets. But again, just that warm, uh, the warmness to them. I'd say that the one that wasn't doing the repetitive bits. I'm just gonna go back. Why am I trying to guess at this? Let's see if we can get a good look at these. Oh, so they're actually not wood. I said they were wood. I don't know what they are. And they're both using cotton mallets. It looks like. Oh, um. So yeah, those are metal or stone of some sort. The one on the right, let me pull this back up real quick just to show this. So the one on our left looks like stone or metal or something. The one on the right looks like glass to me, which is interesting. Um, Very cool. I do think it's the one on the left. I was kind of going back and forth on. I thought it was going to have a heavier mallet because it does have a sharper attack to it. It's got that ding 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 ding, that really harsh tinniness to it, which is usually what you'll get with a metal vibraphone. Um, so yeah, having the steel or not steel, metal or stone or whatever. I really don't know what kind of material that's made out of. Will definitely give you that harsher attack. And whatever the dude on the right's using, it's more muted. The attack is not as sharp. I really like the tone that they have there, and I'm kind of interested in what sort of material that one's made out of. Both of them actually, but definitely the one on the right looks like glass. Uh, Maybe some sort of cool. I can't imagine uh, glass bells. It just sounds too easy to break. Maybe some sort of I don't know. I'm not gonna guess. I don't know. um, but yeah, like I said, there's a nice warmth to everything. All the instruments, even the dude's voice. It's lower range, very chest, very powerful. A lot of back of the throat singing rather than front of the mouth, and you just get this really nice chest cavity like resonance to it, and it's just really gorgeous when it all comes together. It's all kind of sitting in the same type of texture, and it comes together so well. Um, and then, like I said, there's a bit of a tranciness to it that the whole song is basically one idea with a couple of um, maybe interludes, I guess you could say, before we circle back to the primary concept. And a lot of the evolution of the song is handled by layering. Most of the instruments only have one or two parts, and like I said, the second part's going to be a short interlude to bring us back to the beginning of part one. So I mean, this is even extrapolated further The left vibraphone player, bells player, is has one line that do 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 do. Actually, that's not entirely true. One of the notes comes down a whole step. Yeah, the lower note it comes down a whole step, and the higher note goes up one and a half, two and a half. It's kind of hard to see in this specific angle. I don't feel like scrubbing for it. Um, but yeah, his left hand starts in the middle and goes down. His right hand starts in the middle and goes up. Um, but yeah, he has two sets of notes, and that's it. He alternates between just constant eighth notes, moving between these two sets, just back and forth. That is what he played for 4.5 minutes. Um, and that is, I mean, that's pretty much every instrument in the band. Just they have a little more intricacy to their melodic line, but they still are, the song is still one idea. um so it kind of has that issue that I have as a casual listener with post rock, post metal, just kind of sitting in a single idea and exploring it. Fortunately, like I said, they are constantly adding layers. We start off with just the bells, and then the vocals, and then the clarinet I think comes in somewhere, and like they're constantly adding instruments until the end when we have the full band. And I really love the way it comes together at the end. It is very beautiful and warm, and I guess earthy would be another way to say that. I don't know if anybody else gets what I mean by that. It's just this lower end warmth to it gives me a very earthy, down to earth feel. Maybe I guess could be another way, right, of saying that. Um, but the songs is it starts in the same place it ends for the most part. And I'm just not a real big fan of static songs. Um, like I said, it does have the benefit of always adding layers. There's always something to listen to, but it's not something I feel that I would ever come back to because I would be waiting for minute 3:30 or whatever, when the final piece comes together and everything's there. The build up didn't really. I don't really think it added much to the song. The whole time I was just kind of waiting for the full piece to come together because I don't know if it's just maybe it's because I didn't listen to the lyrics. Maybe the lyrics are about building up, coming up from nothing into something monumental. I don't know, that would work thematically, but on a musical level it just felt a little flat, and I'm not really sure how to go about addressing that. There are songs where I'm like, okay, that was flat because they missed this chance. Maybe it was a dynamic issue, or maybe they gave up a bunch of energy that they were building to before they reached their climax. There's something that I can point out to why a buildup didn't work for me personally, and here it's just I'm not sure. The buildup, it was a bit of a roller coaster. We had to build up, and then we dipped down a little bit. More instruments just come in, we dip down. It's kind of lines up with traditional writing techniques of rising action with these moments of de-escalation, so that the audience, the reader, the viewer, however the story is being delivered, um, has a chance to relax. You can't just have constant rising tension because that exhausts most audiences. So you have these dips where you're rising action, and then maybe it's the end of a tense scene, and then the heroes or whatever, they get a chance to relax. Maybe they ran away from something they couldn't accomplish, and they're taking a minute to regroup. It allows the audience to also regroup, to calculate what happened, and just kind of take a moment to rest from all of the action and understand, maybe take a guess at where the story's going. and that happens in here a lot too. We have these scenes that kind of build, and then the instruments strip down, and then we add more instruments, and then the instruments strip down until we get to the end when everybody's playing. And theoretically that should work on paper. Like I said, I can't really hear anything that stands out to me as impeding the natural growth of this song. So I don't know. I'd have to listen to it again, maybe with that in mind, and see if I can figure out why it particularly bounced off of me. Um, but just right now, I kind of got nothing on that, and it's perplexing me a little bit. I usually have many things to say about stuff. Usually the stuff that I enjoy and the stuff that didn't really work for me. I usually have a lot of words for both of those concepts, and here I just don't. Um, I did make a note earlier on about the vocalists' softer pronunciations, softer enunciation also, and that's just a personal taste. I'm sure some people really love it. It has a very down to earth feel to it. It doesn't feel like he's a trained singer who goes out of his way to really prove that he is an excellent musician or anything like that. He's just a dude who loves to sing passionate music, and that definitely works. Right? There's a large group of people who enjoy that type of delivery. And I get it. I do. I need a little bit more enunciation. Some of the words just kind of slurred together, and I I've talked about this before. I like clean production. I like to hear everything, whether that is a clean mix where I can hear every instrument in a heavily layered section, or even right here, just being able to hear the syllables. I've mentioned this even in stuff like growling. Whenever I hear growling that I can hear syllables in, very clean, pronounced speaking, it's amazing. I love that. So yes, that applies to clean too. I'm just not a big fan of mumble singers, I guess, if that's a thing. But like I said, I do get what he's going for, and I'm sure there's an audience for it. I mean, it's got 500,000 views, so people enjoy it. I'm not knocking them. Like I've said in other videos, I'm not here to tell you or tell anybody that their taste in music is bad, or that these people can't write music or can't perform or any of that. This is all subjective. Music is art, which means it's subjective. These are just what I've thought listening to this. This is my reaction. That's why people are here looking at a reaction. You guys want to know what I'm thinking when I listen to this. Um, but yeah, I'm interested to listen to more and kind of see what else, because I wonder if this is um, just a poor pick for me, because it does sit in a single idea. But I do like, so I like the orchestration. I'm not too fond of the composition, and that's where I'm sitting right here. And I wonder if there's a song that Josh Garrels, he's written, or the group has written. I don't know how the group dynamic works there, but something that has the same strong level of orchestration and the same amazing atmosphere that they've captured here, just with a little bit stronger. I don't want to say stronger, a little more varied compositional ideas. I think that's where I'm coming at here. But those are my thoughts. That's where you guys come in. Hit me up in the comments. Let me know if you enjoyed this or not. Anything that stuck out to you. Maybe you agree with me. Maybe you don't. Put a comment down there. Let me know. There's a description box above that if you'd like to check out anything adjacent to the channel. Maybe you want to help support the channel via Patreon. Maybe you want to join the community and chat with other music lovers. We have the Discord server for that. There's a bunch of links in there. Like, subscribe, ring the bell. I'll be back tomorrow, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 9 p.m. UTC, with the first special selection of the weekend. And then Monday, we enter special selection week. And I think by the time we get these 9 done, we'll only have like 9, 10, 11 left. We're almost done. It's crazy. I'm pretty sure special selections are going to be open by the end of mid-May, I think. Maybe early May. I'll reopen special selection submissions. I know a lot of people have been asking about that. We have been doing special selections for at least 5, 6 months now that the submissions have been closed, and I've still been reviewing them. So that's just how many we had. That's why I had the closed submissions. But now that the list has been pared down a bit, we're going to reopen. So yeah, another month, I'd say 4 to 6 weeks, and I'll be taking requests again for that. All right, well, until next time, remember to be critical and not cynical of the music you listen to, and have a fantastic morning, afternoon, or evening whenever you choose to watch my videos.